gentlemen, good morning. My name is Wes Upton, and I'm honored and blessed to be the principal of Mooresville High School. I welcome you to Mooresville High School's 142nd commencement ceremony. We ask that you silence all cell phones and electronic devices, and please remain seated throughout today's ceremony so that today's graduates, family members, and friends can enjoy today's commencement. Also, please take all personal pictures from your seats. The class of 2026 thanks you for your cooperation in these ways. And now I present to you the class of 2026.
Good morning. My name is Sophia Steinkamp, and I am the Senior Class Vice President. On behalf of the class of 2026, please rise, remove your hats, and join us as we honor our country in saying the Pledge of Allegiance and singing our national anthem. I pledge allegiance
Please remain standing as MHS senior Ashley Harshman sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Thank you. You may be seated.
Hi, my name is Maya DeBlato, and I am the Student Body Vice President. We would like to welcome you to the Mooresville High School 142nd graduation ceremony. The class of 2026 asks your assistance in maintaining the rich tradition and dignity of today's ceremony by remaining seated throughout the ceremony and by holding all applause until all names have been read. We and our families appreciate your support in ensuring that we can hear our names called in recognition of our achievements. Thank you.
Thank you, Sophie, Ashley, and Maya. At this time, I would like to introduce our special guest joining me on stage today. To my right are Dr. Jake Allen, Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Tim Cummins, President of the School Board of Trustees, Mrs. Jen Reed, Vice President of the Board of School Trustees, Mr. Matt Sainer, Secretary of the Board of School Trustees, Mr. Dave Oberly, Member of the Board of School of Trustees, and Mr. Dion Brimage, Member of the Board of School of Trustees. To my left are Mr. Zach Love and Mrs. Chrissy Owens, MHS Assistant Principals, and the valedictorian salutatorian. In the front row are 6 outstanding leaders of the class of 2026, the senior class officers, and the student body president and vice president, who will be introduced throughout today's ceremony. I would also like to recognize other educators who have worked diligently to provide opportunities for our graduates to succeed, including school board members, assistant superintendents, school administrators, teachers, counselors, social services providers, and coaches. Please join me in giving these valued educators a round of applause. Normally, we hold this ceremony on Memorial Day weekend. The way the calendar fell this year, we're obviously the weekend after, but that in no means lessens the importance of honoring those who have served and those who will serve. So at this time, I will ask all members of the class of 2026 who will be joining our military to stand, as well as veterans and members of the armed forces, to be recognized for your services and sacrifices for our country so that we may have the freedoms we enjoy today. Please join me in giving these amazing men and women a round of applause. Thank you. Parents and guests, I'm extremely proud to speak with you today about the many successes of the class of 2026. Our students have overcome uncertainty and many academic challenges placed before them. In their 4 years at Mooresville High School, they have accomplished so much, and I am confident they will continue to throughout their life. If I could give a lengthy speech and still not even begin to capture all of the amazing things these students have achieved, but to highlight just a few from this year, over 52 of our graduating seniors have been awarded nearly $2 million in scholarships to further their educations. Oh, there's going to be a lot. Let's save that to the end. Appreciate the enthusiasm. 52 graduates have been recognized for their character, service, and academics as members of the National Honor Society. They will be wearing the gold stoles. Nearly 42% of our students are wearing gold cords to recognize them for having earned an academic honors or technical honors diploma. These students maintained at least a B average while taking more rigorous courses, including math, science, and world language courses. These students also earned college credits and/or industry certifications for their work while still enrolled at MHS. Students who rank in the top 20 of the graduating class based upon cumulative grade point average are wearing an additional medallion. Lastly, our valedictorian and salutatorian are wearing special medallions for earning the highest grade point averages in this outstanding class. Now, please join me in giving a class of 2026 a round of applause. Now, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty and parents, I'd like to address the class of 2026. Graduates, today is one of those days that feels both huge and impossible to fully describe. For years, people have told you that this moment would come quickly. When you were freshmen, graduation probably felt like something far off in the distance, something for older students, something that belonged to another class, another group, another version of you. And yet, here you are. You've made it through early mornings, late nights, tests, projects, practices, performances, rehearsals, games, meetings, group chats, bus rides, pep sessions, homecomings, senior nights, and all the little moments in between that somehow end up meaning the most. You've walked these halls as students, teammates, classmates, performers, leaders, volunteers, friends, and pioneers. And today you walk across this stage as graduates. Every graduating class leaves behind something. Some classes are remembered for their talent, some for their personalities, some for their accomplishments. The class of 2026 will be remembered for something that's not always easy to measure, but is incredibly easy to feel. You showed up. You showed up for your school. You showed up for your teams. You showed up for your classmates. You showed up for your community. And you showed up when there was a game to cheer at, a performance to support, a project to complete, a cause to serve, an event to attend, or simply someone who needed to know they were not alone. That may sound simple, but it's not. In a world where it's become easier than ever to stay home, scroll past, avoid the crowd, or assume someone else will be there, you made a habit of being present. You filled student sections. You supported classmates in activities that may not have been your own. You gave your time to service projects. You brought energy into this building. You helped create the kind of school culture that people notice when they walk through these doors. That matters, because schools are not built by bricks and hallways alone. They're built by the people who decide to care. They're built by students who clap for each other, encourage each other, laugh with each other, challenge each other, and stand beside each other. They're built by classes that understand that success is not only what you personally achieve, but also what you help others believe is possible. Class of 2026, you helped make Mooresville High School feel alive. You reminded us that showing up is one of the most underrated forms of leadership. Not everyone leads with the microphone. Not everyone leads by being the loudest person in the room. Sometimes leadership looks like sitting in the front row. Sometimes it looks like staying after to clean up. Sometimes it looks like standing along a fence on a cold night, cheering for someone who worked all year for that moment. Sometimes it looks like sending a text message that says, "You got this." And sometimes it looks like just being there when nobody asked you to be, simply because it mattered. As you leave Mooresville High School, that may be one of the most important lessons you take with you. Keep showing up. Show up for your family, even when life gets busy. Show up for your friends, especially when it's inconvenient. Show up for your coworkers, your neighbors, your future classmates, your future teammates, and your community. Show up when there's applause to give, and show up when there's work to do. Show up when things are exciting, but also show up when they're difficult, because your presence has the power. There's going to be moments after today when life feels new and exciting. Some of you are going to head to college, some the workforce, some the military, trades, apprenticeships, and maybe other opportunities that you can't fully picture yet. Your paths are going to look different, and that's a good thing. But no matter where you go, you will find that the world needs people who are willing to be present. The world needs people who notice when someone is struggling. It needs people who celebrates others without jealousy. It needs people who understand that success is not diminished when it is shared. It needs people who are being willing to be the first one to clap, the first one to help, the first one to include, and the first one to say, "I'll be there." That is something this class already knows how to do. Now, that does not mean that the road ahead will always be easy. It won't be. There'll be setbacks. There'll be disappointments. There'll be times when plans change, when confidence is shaken, when the answer's no, and when the next step is unclear. There's going to be times when showing up is harder than it used to be. Show up anyways. Show up when you're nervous. Show up when you're still learning. Show up when you're not the best in the room. Show up when nobody's watching. Show up when you got to start over. So much of life is decided by who is willing to keep showing up after the excitement wears off. Talent matters, intelligence matters, opportunity matters, but consistency matters too. Effort matters and character matters. Being the person others can count on matters. In class of 2026, you've already shown that you can be counted on. Think about people who showed up for you along the way. The parents and guardians who drove you to places, reminded you of deadlines, sat through long events, and supported you even when it was not easy to support. The teachers who pushed you and encouraged you, and sometimes gave you the grace that you needed more than you realized. The coaches, sponsors, counselors, secretaries, custodians, cafeteria staff, bus drivers, administrations, and community members who helped create the environment that got you to this day. Graduation is a celebration of your hard work, but it's also a reminder none of us get here alone. So as you move forward, remember how it felt when people showed up for you. Then be that person for someone else. Be the person who makes others feel seen. Be the person that brings energy to the room. And be the person that supports the success of others. Be the person who makes your community better simply because you're a part of it. Mooresville High School has given you lessons, memories, friendships, and maybe a few stories that'll get better every single time you tell them. But more than anything, it's given you a foundation. You know what it means to belong to something. You know what it means to wear the blue and gold. You know what it means to be a pioneer. And being a pioneer has never just meant being first. It means being willing to move forward. It means being willing to build something. It means willing to step into the unknown with courage, pride, and purpose. Class of 2026, your next chapter will ask a lot of you. It will ask you to grow, and it will ask you to adapt. It will ask you to make choices about who you want to become. Choose to be kind. Choose to be dependable. Choose to work hard. Choose to support people. And choose to show up. Because years from now, people may not remember every award you won, every grade you earned, or every score from every game, but they will remember how you made them feel. They will remember that you were there, and they will remember that you cared. And that is a legacy worth carrying on. Today we celebrate all that you have done. We celebrate the friendships, achievements, the growth, and the memories. We celebrate the parents and families who's helped you reach this moment, and we celebrate the teachers and staff who invested you. Most of all, we celebrate you, the Mooresville High School class of 2026. You've made your school proud, you've made your community proud, and now you have the chance to take the very best of who you have been and carry it out into the world. So wherever life takes you, go with confidence, go with gratitude, go with courage, and never underestimate the difference you can make by simply continuing to show up. Thank you. At this time, I would like to introduce Noah Christopher Burns, the salutatorian of the class of 2026. Noah is the son of David and Stephanie Burns. He is a member of the soccer and track teams, president of the National Honor Society, leader of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and a Lilly Endowment Scholarship finalist. Noah plans to major in business management at Butler University. Noah Burns.
Imagine reading a book. I know. Some of you are hoping to never read a book again, but just bear with me. Imagine reading a book that after turning the page, you have no way of ever going back. Now, that book is life, and today we are turning the page on one of the longest and craziest chapters. Good morning, everyone, and welcome. My name is Noah Burns, and I'm the salutatorian for the class of 2026. First, I want to take a moment to congratulate all of my fellow graduates on this great accomplishment. I know for most of us, the road here has not been easy, and it has taken hard work and persistence to reach this moment. To those of you who have helped shape my story, thank you. Whether we've been friends for years, have just gotten to know each other, or barely interacted, I'm extremely grateful for all of you. Thank you to all the friends, family, teachers, administrators, coaches, and many others who have made this journey possible. None of us made it here today alone. We had people guiding us at every moment, whether we realized it or not. We had friends that supported us and held us accountable. We had parents that encouraged us to be our best, coaches that instilled values and skills in us, teachers that pushed us beyond our limits, and many others working behind the scenes each day. I know I certainly wouldn't have made it here today without a strong community of people to uplift me, or without having God to lean on and trust in every difficult moment. This day means something different to each one of us, but there is no doubt that it marks one of the biggest turning points of our lives. And we are certainly about to experience a big change. However, we are no strangers to change. 13 years ago, we experienced change as we entered kindergarten. If you were like me, you were likely scared, confused, and really wanting to go home. It was tough, but eventually, we started figuring it out. We learned to write our names, we made friends, and we adjusted. We developed a new idea of normal, one that remained relatively constant throughout the rest of elementary school. Recess became the highlight of our day, a thing we could not live without. Our biggest worries were spelling tests and the number of AR points we had. Popularity was measured based on who was the fastest in the class, or what your mom packed you for lunch that day, and Lunchables always won. Everybody waited in anticipation for the Scholastic Book Fair just to buy a scented pencil or chocolate calculator. We got dressed in our best suit and tie to wear to school every day. Oh wait, that was just me? Got it? Anyway, we adjusted, and everything was all right. And then one day, without warning, we walked out of elementary school, excited for a 2-week break, oblivious to the fact that we would not return. And 6 years ago, we experienced change as we entered middle school. New classes, new teachers, and new friends. Our idea of normal was shattered. Once again, we were left scared as we had to adjust to switching classes, managing our own time, and gaining independence. That is, not having to walk through the hallway in lines. Not to mention, we had to do it all wearing masks. Though it took some time, we developed a new idea of normal. Our biggest fears became forgetting our locker combination and not being able to find our classes. The seemingly constant smell of BO filled the hallways and classrooms. So I guess the masks did help in that case. Frequent voice cracks and a persistent fear of being embarrassed made just about every conversation feel awkward, and we were faced with the unfortunate pressure to fit in by wearing name-brand clothing, having the right hairstyle, and choosing the correct ways to spend our time. Though it was challenging, we eventually found our people, and though we likely went through several awkward stages and bad haircuts, we found a sense of self. Then 4 years ago, we experienced change as we entered high school. Though we simply had to move across the cafeteria, this move brought the most changes and challenges of them all. After having dominated middle school for a year, we had to adjust to being the smallest kids in a much larger school. Over the course of high school, it was hard to develop an idea of normal, as everything was constantly changing. Our classes, our teachers, and possibly even our friend groups. But we all grew, at least mentally. We figured out how to succeed as our classes got tougher and our Canvas to-do lists got longer. We learned to drive, some better than others, and we all eventually had to deal with the stress of figuring out what to do with the rest of our lives. Though little stayed the same throughout high school, there were a few things that remained relatively constant. Attending football games and other sporting events with friends was always something we could look forward to. The slight awkwardness of school dances never subsided, and neither did the undeniable fact that this awkwardness would be broken with a lovely performance of the worm. And we could always rely on the fact that Mr. Upton's head remained hairless. There's no doubt that high school was far from easy, but we all made it through. So yes, no matter what your next steps are after walking across this stage, whether you're going off to college, entering the workforce, joining the military, or pursuing something else, change is coming, and it is scary. But we have all experienced it before, and each time we have overcome it. And no, we can never return to the pages in our books about elementary school, or middle school, or even high school. Sure, these memories will stay with us forever, but we will never be able to live them again. So learn to love and appreciate the challenge this next chapter will bring, because one day you'll wish you could turn back to the page you are at now. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2026.
No, I'd like to point out Dr. Allen's head is hairless as well. Bald is beautiful. I would now like to introduce the valedictorian of the class of 2026, Shaylin Lee Cohen. Shaylin is the daughter of Brad Cohen and Tanya Calipar. Throughout high school, she was the vice president of the National Honor Society and a member of the French Club. In the fall, Shaylin plans to attend Purdue University and major in chemistry. Shaylin Cohen.
Good morning, friends, family, and faculty. I would like to thank you all for taking the time out of your weekend to celebrate today's graduates. I stand up here as the Mooresville High School Class of 2026 valedictorian, and if I'm entirely honest, I'm not quite sure how I got here. It certainly wasn't my plan freshman year, but during sophomore year, I realized that it was attainable for me. It was then that I started truly working for it, and I'm relieved to know that all the stress, pressure, and late nights were worth it. As we move into the next chapter of our lives, it is important to remember how we got here, specifically who helped us get here. Our friends and family have played a key part in our success, especially our parents, who are our first teachers, role models, and supporters. Without them, many of us would likely not be sitting here today. I know I certainly would not be standing up here on this stage, so thank you. A specific thanks to my mom, my dad, and my stepdad, who have all inspired and supported me in everything I have strived to do. I would also like to take a moment to acknowledge the people that may be missing in the audience today. For whatever reason that may be, we wish you could be celebrating here with us today. After today, there are many people that we will never speak to nor see again. This may be a relief to some, but for many of us, I know that today is made a little bittersweet by this fact. We will no longer see each other in the halls or in our shared classes every day, and we will soon meet new people, and many of us are moving to new places. While this may be nerve-wracking or daunting, it gives us the opportunity to try new things, meet people we wouldn't otherwise talk to, and ensure that the path we are on is the one that we will enjoy. As we leave this building, it is important to remember our goals and put them at the forefront of our mind, whether these goals consist of building a family, receiving higher education, or simply improving our overall well-being. For the first time, we have complete control over how we spend our time, and it is important that we do not let that time go to waste. Our goals are no longer dreams of someday, eventually, or one day. They are goals we have to start working towards today. It is important to keep in mind what you want for yourself and your future. We have a blank slate in front of us, and it is important for us to figure out how we will fill it. We could use this newfound freedom to relax and become content as we are, or we could use this freedom as an opportunity to grow and to try and become the best versions of ourselves. To become hardworking, generous, and kind people. We have an opportunity to build a community that reflects the type of people we want to become. So as we move into this new chapter, ensure that the decisions you are making will lead you into the kind of life you will be proud of. Some of you may be familiar with this quote, but it changed my perspective many years ago. It is from Earl Nightingale, and it goes, "Never give up on a dream just because of the time it will take to accomplish it. The time will pass anyway." The unfortunate truth is that our futures that we are hoping for will not present themselves to us when we leave this room. They are not lined up outside, ready for the taking. They will take time and hard work. For many of us, it'll take at least 4 years. That doesn't mean that they are attainable or that we should give up on our dreams just because we think they might take too long or be too hard. The years will pass whether we are working towards those dreams or settling for something unsatisfactory. So we might as well use that time to curate something to be proud of. We have all been making a lot of important decisions concerning our futures, committing to a college, applying for internships or job opportunities, or enlisting in the military. And we've all been hoping that these are the right choices. Many of us may be anxious that we've not made the perfect choice for our future. And it is possible that some of us will decide that we did in fact make the wrong choice. However, the decisions we make now will never be pointless, and they will never be unrecoverable. If we decide we are on the wrong path in a few years, it will not take away from the things that we learned, the people we met, and the things we experienced on that path, and it will not be in vain. We are not bound to the path we take out of here, but we are stuck with what we make of it. Even if you are hesitant about whether the choices you are making are the right ones, it is important to make the most of them. Talk to that person, even if you're unsure that you will become friends. Join that club, even if you're unsure you'll fit in. Take that risk, because even if you find that it was the wrong one, at least you tried. At least you learned something. This ceremony is meant to celebrate our past, our hard work. It was difficult and tiresome, but Mooresville High School class of 2026, we made it. As each of us walk across this stage, forget for the moment any worries or fears you may have, and let yourself feel a pride and relief of your accomplishments. However, as we leave this ceremony, I ask you to remember that it is now time to start curating the future we want for ourselves. To each and every student, congratulations. And to each of our guests who have shown their support for us today, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you 340 young adults who have completed the requirements for graduation as set forth by the Mooresville Consolidated School Corporation and the state of Indiana, or have completed the goals of their individual education plan. And to you, Dr. Jake Allen, Superintendent of Schools, I present the class of 2026, and I recommend they receive their diplomas.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Upton. It gives me great pride to congratulate you, the class of 2026, on attaining your high school diploma. Your graduation is a testament to your hard work and to your dedication. Therefore, upon the recommendation of your principal and the power vested in me by the Board of Education of the Mooresville Consolidated School Corporation and the state of Indiana, I declare the class of 2026 graduates of Mooresville High School. Please come forward to receive your diplomas.
This time, I would ask Mr. Zach Love and Ms. Chrissy Owens, Mooresville High School's assistant principals, to come up. They will read the names of the graduates as I present them with their diplomas. I will make one note. If you notice that 4 graduates early on grab their diplomas and head right out the back, it's not fear. It's not departing. They are competing in the Unified Track Regionals today, and we wish them the best of luck. In an effort to maintain the rich tradition and dignity of this ceremony, the class of 2026 requests that you hold all applause and recognition until all names have been read and all diplomas have been presented. This request is out of respect for every graduate and their families. Jalen Lee Cohen. Noah Christopher Burns. Sydney Rose Stoltz. Sophia Ann Steinkamp. Tice Freeman Biles. Ava Reese Bungard. Leah Renee Fuller. Maya Skylina Doblato. Micah David Moeller. Chase Ethan Hobbick. Addison Grace Phillips. Raylan Amelia Toma. Ashley Michelle Harshman. Ayodeji Samuel Adatula. Madison Hope Beals. Abigail Michelle Bolton. Hannah Dawn Bradbury. Savannah Mae Bradbury. Isabella Donna Broker. Olivia Marie Butler. John Douglas Wade Childress. Brooklyn Marie Clements. Nathan Allen Cornett. Waylon Ray Dorset. Marissa Ann Duncan. Stephanie Escada. Taylor Lee Friend. Kinsey Laree Weaver. Axel Joseph Acton. Oluwabomi C.G. Bomi Adamson. Ryan Joseph Adams. Gage Anthony Edward Ahouse. Logan Dean Alexander. Layden Lynn Allen. Faridith Okikiola Asagba Ananga. Ole Milaken Ayo Yimaka Babalola. Haley Michelle Baker. Rachel Elizabeth Michelle Bain. Shyla Renee Bangle. Ariana Renee Bartolone Roblero. Kinsley Drew Bechtold. Isaiah Edward Becker. Samuel Alexander Bellner. Bryce Jacob Bennett. Eliana Christine Berry. Donald Adam Biddle. Riley Anna Blackwell.
Bryce Allen Bodell. Avery Rose Bowes. Parker Allen Bohr. Mason Alexander Boycourt. Spencer Robert Bovair. Andrew Henry Bolton. Morgan Emily Branham. Brandon Lee Brawley. Ian Wayne Bray. Aaliyah Renee Broadstreet. Aiden Carl Brown. Kyra Irene Brown. Dane Russell Browning. Kirsten Elizabeth Renee Brown. Jonathan Robert Brummett II. Micah Joy Bullock. Raymond Lee Burdick. Tristan James Burdine. Violet Michelle Burgess. Tiffany Campos Martinez. Mackenzie Jillian Canada. Chloe Evangeline Carter. Gage Michael Carter. Sebastian Ray Castile. Christopher Joseph Catneys. Ashlyn Nicole Chambers. Brooklyn Renee Chambers. Kaya Janae Champion. Colton Daniel James Lee Cherry. Hayden Rose Childs. Dalton James Clarkson. Sophia Ann Hayes. Connor Lee Combs. Katie Caitlin Combs. Lorelei Joe Cook. Caden Anthony Cooper. Chase Michael Copeland. Alibel Marie Starr Coughlin. Kai Kyle Counts. Haven Lee Coy. Cora Jane Kraft. Ty Richard Craig. Danielle Annalise Creech. Emma Jean Cronin. Gavin Michael Cross. Connor Ezekiel Cruz. Aaron Lee Culp. Matthew Severin Dale. Nathaniel Gene Daly. Noah Allen Daniels. Gavin James Davis. Kinsley Rose Delk. Braden James Richard DeMoss. Tyler Austin Denny. Hudson Oaks Devon. Cameron Michael Doherty. Jonathan Christopher Dowell. Dorian Charles Dudley. Tyler Mitchell Evie. Jaden Lamont Edwards. Landon Mark Edwards. Garrett Fairhurst Elder. Cameron Gabriel Eli. Milena Liliana Innebrad. Jackson Ryan Engel. Daniel James Inkhorn Jr. Haley J. Enright. Jose Manuel Patrick Espinoza. Addison Claire Farley. Gavin Michael Falkenberg. Timothy Thomas Firkins. Adron Wayne Fowler. McKinley Danielle Fox. Alexander James Frankenberger. Nikayla Elaine Frierson. Brooklyn Marie Gaines. Jacob Lee Gainey. Macy Lane Gallion. Addison Renee Gardner. Kylie Jordan Garrett. Jameson Robert George. Aiden Ariana Graham. Cohen Joseph Gray. Aiden Joseph Green. Greenlee Piper Griffith. Kylie Madison Jane Griffey. Samantha Bailey Grover. Quentin Lee Gunter. Zaylee Noel Haggard. Hayden Renee Halber. Jordan Lynn Hall. Ronald Stephen Cohen Hamblin. Cade Alden Harder. Jaden Wayne Harrison. Phoenix Gordon Harris. Jaden Lee Hart. Riley Isaac Haskins. Brooke Danielle Haverly. Dakota Wayne Hayden. Caden Allen Hine. Kiernan J. McDawson Harold. Tristan Lynn Higgins. Cheyenne Lacey Highsmith. Mason Aiden Holiday. Madison Nicole Holman. Charlotte Rayanna Hopkins. Amaya Grace Hubble. Alyssa May Hunt. Cooper Drew Huntsman. Corbin Keith Hutchinson. Samantha Jordan Eisenberg. Caden Nathaniel Wayne Jackson. Lila Ann Jacobs. Morgan Addison Jasper. Ramsey Tatum James. Ethan Cole Jinks. Caleb Jean Jost.
Carson Joel Hebert. Yi Nyap Nguyen. Kendrick Braylon Law. Grace Madigan Linville. Luke Michael Madison. Connor Lachlan O'Hanlon. Hardin Bjorn Olson. Noah James Puckett. Brennan Orion Riddle. Adriana Page Roy. Serenity Grace Smith Felton. Landon Mitchell Stoner. Eliana Beatrice Deshay Watkins. Braylee Reese White. Brody Caleb Johnson. Cayman Malachi Johnson. Caden Wade Jones. Jaden James Ray Jones. Kalia Maylin Jones. Jalen William Judy. Jasmine Nicole Jug. Vera Amaya Kelly. Jared Lee Kempf. Cash Ivan Dwayne Kidwell. Benjamin Joseph Klopfenstein. Screwed it up, sorry. Eva Kim Kulkarni. Seth Thomas Lacey. Jordis Joanne Lair. Caden J. Lambert. Noah Hunter Larkin. Keegan Dale Latta. Trenton James Russell Law. Faith Evelyn Lawson Smith. Owen Nevin Lawson. Lane Doc Lawyer. Elizabeth Elaine Ledbetter. Elena Kathleen Lee. Aiden Matthew Lee. Stevie Breezan Lair. Peyton May Leitzman. Kyle Lynn Likens. Sienna Lopez. Paxton Lee Love. Jalen Nicole Lucas. Grant James Martin. Dylan Michael Mayo. Delilah Faye McAllister. Tegan Rose McGinley. Brady Scott McNally. Jackson David Michael McSpadden. Emma Anne Marie Meese. Alexander Matthew Melton. Luke Edward Merkel. Zachary David Meyer. Autumn Brooke Mickley. Kennedy Elizabeth Miles. Alexander Kenway Tyson Miller. Gavin Wade Miller. Kaylee Ellen Miller. Rylan Casey Miller. Asher William Mitchell. Hendricks Delilah Mitchell. Diesel Anthony Molin. Ty Robert Montgomery. Madeline Marie Moore. Avery Schuyler Morgan. Jackson David Morris. Landon Joseph Mosier. Joseph Connor Murphy. Savannah Rose Napier. Spencer Blake Michael Nelson. Ava Petra Newton. Abigail Marie Niehaus. Ashlyn Elizabeth Nielsen. Jaden Wayne Norton. Liliana Marie O'Brien. Maxwell Harrison Patel. Haley Joan Marie Patterson. Savannah Dawn Patton. Isabella Grace Pelham. Zach Travis Fost. Jonathan Isaac Pierce. Ian Travis Pike. Tristan Charles Polson. Tony Edwards Powers Jr. Lacey Grace Puccio. Archer Herman Query. Trey Grant Quillen. Ella Diane Quincy. Leo Graciela Rangel. Warren Charles Ray. Andrew Paul Redman. Audrey Jensen Ryman. Riley Marie Reza. John Lee Riddle. Benjamin Daniel Ringer. Elijah Eric Hobson Roberts. Emily Marie Rothwell. Adelina Leanne Rowland. Mila Grace Russell. Caleb William Sanders. Taylor Rael Savka. Mila Sophie Schultz. Rebecca Marie Schultz. Cooper Reed Scott. Elliot Lynn Scott. Isaiah Lee Sears. Ethan Bradley Shaw. Zachary Mason Shue. Jordan Lee Simpson. Tristan Kane Simpson. Silas Brock Smith. Zane Lawson Smith. Brendan Christopher Sparks. Lily Ann Stanley. Waylon Paul Eugene Stanley. Hank Garrett Stanton. Elizabeth Meadows Starr. Braylon Jude State. Eliana Justice Staten. Devin James Stead. Alyssa Marie Stein. Cohen Matthew Stevenson. Ty Thomas Stonehouse. Olivia Ann Dale Swayze. Thomas Layton Schofield Swinney. Colin Jeffrey Sylvester. Kason James Taylor. Lila Lynn Theriak. Carson Robert Thompson. Christopher Deswan Thompson. Journey Khalil Thompson. Magnus Neil Thorstensen. Aubrey Kaylin Todd. Corinne Marie Trammell. Alexis Lynn Turner. Desiree Jo Lynn Vaden. Anthony Douglas Van Devanter III. Joshua Theodore Vester. Trinity Alexa Wallace. Addison Shanda Nicole Ward. Sully Key Thompson. Alexis Danielle Watson. Patrick James Weaver Jr. Landon David Westerfield. Jacob David Whitaker. Amaya Bell Lamari White. Madison Lynn Whitted. Brianna Marie Willie. Chloe Dawn Wilson. Clayton Bradley Willis. Ethan James Wondolkowski. Kevin Michael Wood Jr. Brett Michael Woodlock. Finley Mark Zolman. Sullivan Luke Zolman. Austin Eugene Webb. Kira Jean Woodyard. Lillian Michelle Roberts. Sydney Marie Zick.
Now let's whoop it up, ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2026. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to present to you the secretary. I'll repeat that. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to present to you the secretary of the class of 2026, Tice Biles.
All right, thank you, Mr. Upton. And now, fellow classmates, having completed all the requirements and having received our diplomas, please stand. And join me in the ceremonious turning of the tassels.
Ladies and gentlemen, I now invite to the podium student body president and the senior class treasurer, Leah Fuller and Ava Bungard.
As the newest alumni of Mooresville High School, we invite all the Mooresville alumni to stand and join us in the singing of our alma mater. Our alma mater.
Okay. Mooresville. Wait. Okay.
Mooresville High, Mooresville High, will always strive for right, and may thy children everywhere keep our colors bright. Mooresville High, oh Mooresville High, let our voices ring. We love thee, Mooresville, to thee we sing. And I started.
Now we would like to invite you to join our classmates and us as we reminisce.
me. I am your hope. I am your strength. I am your child. I am your child. I am your child.
There's a kid inside, and I have him with me always. There's a kid inside, walking down old high school hallways. There's a kid inside, at a desk, at a dance, in the halls, in the showers. There's a kid inside to this very day. And he makes a try for the high pop fly that I fumbled one September.
And he makes a fuss over some A+ that he shouldn't still remember.
And he goes along, getting hurt, getting mad, fighting fights that are over. And unless I'm strong, all my senses are carried away. I can feel my hand, my trembling hand, on Michelle's Angora sweater. I can hear my band, that awesome band, only now it sounds much better. I can see the kid I used to be, on the stage, on the field, in the lunch line. I can feel him tugging at me every time I think I don't care. I'm thinking he's there again, he's there again, fighting ancient wrongs, humming old hit songs in my head, singing come along, come along, come along for the ride, to a time and place I could not forget if I tried. And I never know when the breeze will blow, when the rush of old sensations, why the kid should wake and my heart should ache every time I smell carnations. Something rings a bell, anything at all. All it takes is the slam of a locker, or the switch from summer to fall. A change of seasons seems barely reason, but there he goes, he's there again, fighting ancient wrongs, humming old hit songs in my head, singing come along, come along, come along for the ride, to a time and
soul so weary, when troubles come and my heart burden be, and I am still in wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. And I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be.
Stand on mountains, you raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be.
You raise me up
Congratulations to the graduates and their families. At this time, I invite Senior Class President Sydney Stoltz to the stage.
Hello, my name is Sydney Stoltz and I am your Senior Class President. Thank you for attending today's ceremony to support my fellow classmates and I. Please remember that the senior slideshow and replay of this event will be available on demand on Pioneer TV after today's ceremony. At the conclusion of today's ceremony, please remain seated until all of the graduates have exited the stadium. Congratulations, class of 2026.